Last day of February. Leap day, by the way, for those of you who have not realized it yet. Took me a little bit this morning, but hey, we're here. Let's talk about what's going on in Syracuse today with your AccuWeather exclusive wintercast here. 3 to 6 inches by the time we get through 6 p.m. this evening. That's what we're looking at in the city of Syracuse. I do want to mention some cities like Oneida, not too far down the road, right in the middle of the lake effect snow bands, have already seen a good 5, 6, 7, 8 inches. There's one 10-inch report as well. And you can see these snow bands coming back across Ontario and Erie. But I specifically want to point out the Lake Ontario snowband because if you look closely, you can see that this basically comes from Superior to Huron to Ontario. So you really have that lake effect snow connection across the Great Lakes this morning. What does that mean? Detroit, where those bands are really coming across the lakes and you are getting those gusty breezes, and then back out to the coast as well. Coastal New England, the Cape, the islands, not a pleasant morning. I would not want to be getting on the ferry this morning. Something to keep in mind, again, if you do have any commuting to do. The winds have changed when it comes down to it, not just with the conditions being a lot, well, let's say uncomfortable, a lot more uncomfortable this in the Ohio Valley in the Northeast. What a difference a day makes, folks, especially when we're talking about changing air masses. Now, change can be tough in life and in weather, and unfortunately all that change has led to a lot of power outages across the Northeast. Still more than 70,000 people in New York waking up in the dark this morning. Maine more than 20,000, more than 27,000 in Pennsylvania. Massachusetts and New Jersey still with thousands of power outages as well. Now, we were just talking about Syracuse. I want to take you across upstate. The water with that north-northwest wind is helping to drive more intense snowfall once you get back across a wider stretch of lands in upstate New York. Now, the winds are really howling too, and that's kind of aiding the lake effect snow here as cold. And it's going to feel even colder with things like, well, those gusty winds in mind. Your AccuWeather exclusive real field temperatures showing you that for the area in the dark blue, so Buffalo, Scranton, Binghamton, even out toward Worcester, Massachusetts, it's going to feel like it's between 0 and 10 degrees this morning. So has gone from a relatively mild snow season to a robust snow season. I was just talking about Mammoth Mountain, and you know, it's like tenfold with this next storm.
Yeah, we're going 3 to 4 feet of snow in Mammoth, and not even the highest location.
No.
That's what tells you what kind of storm this is.
Yeah.
The other thing, and you don't see this much, we actually have blizzard warnings out. Blizzard warnings out for all